looking for their first lead. Roethlisberger, end zone, corner, adjustment, Deontay Johnson, touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Sometimes all you need is one good half. Welcome back to 5-Star Matchup. If you like the show, please consider joining our Patreon for exclusives and merch. Did you miss me? We start Season 3 of 5-Star Matchup off in the unfriendly confines of Western New York for what figures to be a heavyweight fight between two top AFC contenders. Special teams would play a big role in this one from the gun, as Boz's opening kick is returned to the Steelers' 24. I'd have to check if it's a record, but the Steelers are officially testing my patience exactly 11 seconds into the season. Fire Danny Smith. Allen and the boys can do nothing on offense against the vaunted Steelers defense, and the Bills are forced to take an early 3-0 lead. Considering where they started, huge win for the defense. Enter Large Benjamin, aka the longest tenured Pittsburgh Steeler in history, aka the 39-year-old GOAT, and we get our first taste of Canadian bacon here as Ben swings this out to DJ. P.S. Look at that block by Trey Turner, shout out Kevin Colbert, and the Steelers' offense already looks different than last year's monstrosity. Story of the game for Ben here is he missed a few of these high underneath. He can't connect with Deontay, and the Steelers give it back. Enough time for Allen to knit a sweater in the pocket, but luckily he seems to have left his contact lenses at home and he tosses an uncatchable brick to everybody's favorite rapper / opinion haver, Cole Beasley. But the duality of Allen on display when he drops an absolute dime on the next play to Emmanuel Sanders, who more than anybody had probably hoped for a different game today. Almost oops. Coach Butts elects to give Allen enough time to ponder the big questions in life, and he almost makes him pay as Emmanuel Sanders cooks the defense, but Allen just can't connect. What good is having a hose if you can't hit the strike zone? Design run for Allen, and this was a big problem for the Steelers D early on. Too many yards given up on 2nd and longs. Little flea flicker action from the Bilskis on 3rd and 1, and nobody is fooled, least of which is my man on the button Sutton, who couldn't make a bad play if he tried today. Early returns as a starter are extremely positive. Just remember who was first on that bandwagon. More of the Canadian dialect on display as the Steelers motion Juju, fake to Najee, and toss it to the same number 19, who gets a comfortable gain on 1st and 10. Just giving him more to think about. Because he's obviously the number 1 receiver and I won't hear otherwise, like Hines before him, Juju finds the soft spot and makes another grab to get the offense moving. Even more trickeration here, and even the wide receiver screens look different with a Canadian accent. Look at those athletic linemen blocking downfield. Gotta give credit when it's due. Nice play by Chooks. Second quarter now, and Ben can't quite make a clean deposit at the bank. Just a solid defensive play on a bit of a prayer. Steelers offense still in neutral. And we are proud to present the 5-Star Matchup debut of young, thick Presley Harvin III. Hear ye as he boometh this punt. Buffalo cues up another deep shot for their strong-armed ace, but despite having enough time to eat a $5 Little Caesars hot and ready, Allen is late and misses deep again. Not playing up to his own ability if I'm being honest and fair. Steelers take back over and an offensive line false start on 3rd and 8, always helpful, leads to one of the biggest yikes moments of the day. Large Benjamin, looking for his number 1 guy again, Juju, rifles a bullet at him between, count it, 6 Buffalo Bills, and it thankfully, harmlessly floats to the ground. Easily Ben's worst decision of the day. Luckily, it didn't bite him. A second Presley punt? Yeah, that's probably not good, and no, it's not. The rookie shanks this one from his own end zone. Clutch moment for the D to respond with their backs against the wall. Just stupid good outside linebacker play by marvelous Melvin Ingram, who couldn't let a run by him if his eyes were closed. 3rd and 13 now, Allen waits, scrambles, and is caught by Trent Jordan Watt, aka the richest defender in the room and the should-have-been 2-time Defensive Player of the Year, who forces a fumble and recovery by the Steelers. Does training camp matter? If you're a Watt? Nah, son. More gritty play from Juju Smith-Schuster, who's so far fitting into the Matt Canada offense like Cooper Kupp and Sean McVay's. Shout out Gage, who's made the comparison on our show. File this one firmly under the center of the Venn diagram of love to see it and hate to see it. Ben turns the clock back to chuck this one with the defense all over him, but also don't want to see those hits. My guy's looking spry, but he's an eyelash under 40. Let's keep him upright. Just not on the same page here with Najee, who I think was a little late getting himself turned around to be Ben's outlet pass, but either way, it's an incompletion and a punt back to Josh and the boys in white. CBS decides it's time to show the biggest play of the half so far in a neat little box, which is less than ideal, but like it or not, the Bills just turned field position and are poised to open this game up. 3rd and 1, and the guy is freaking 7 feet tall. What are you gonna do? Allen falls forward to set up a 1st and goal. Steelers stay home to play absolutely great defense on 1st and 2nd, and even on 3rd, TJ gets immediate penetration and on the buttons got great coverage, but great players do great things, and I don't know where Drake is, but Josh just threw a rope of a score to Gabriel Davis. If you're a Steelers fan, this might be where your concern level begins skyrocketing. Need to weather this storm. Steelers wave the white terrible towel on the half and we go into the tunnel. Bills 10, Steelers 0. Want to get an advantage over your sportsbook? You need to download BetQL, the only app you'll need to make smart bets. Their Best Bets computer model scans over 350,000 unique bets per year to give you a best bet recommendation for every game across all major sports and gives you the reasoning behind why you should place that bet. Their model covers everything from spreads, over-unders, and player prop bets. Don't want to use the model and prefer to do the research yourself? BetQL has all the necessary tools for your research needs. Line movement so you can jump on betting opportunities in real time. Team summaries highlighting previous success against the spread and the over-under. And team lineup breaking news and injury status updates. Plus, you can save all your picks in one place to track your success and winning streaks as well as view your rank on the leaderboards. Head over to the App Store or Google Play to download BetQL. You can also head to try.betql.co/5star to get started now. Enter the discount code 5star at payment checkout for 25% off any of their subscriptions. You can find all this information in the description of this video. Make sure to check out their BetMGM offer in the description in order to receive your free year of BetQL. Also check out their sportsbook offers page if you live in one of the eligible states to claim free offers upon signing up at one of the many sportsbooks listed. Don't miss out on your chance to beat your sportsbook this football season. We're back with the second half, and it's a little handoff to the first-round rookie himself, and he follows a lovely lead by freiermuth for a 9.5-yarder on the ground on 1st. How often have you heard that one since Le'Veon left? More hidden plays here. Big 2nd and 1, and OM Najee makes something out of nothing to pick up a 1st on the ground. Is this 2021 or 2004? Big Ben's running like there's no tomorrow and avoids another sack, but luckily he gets bailed out by a hold that I guarantee he'll say he saw, but I'm not so sure about. Either way, you'll take it. 3rd and 4, and it's time for more old school 7, who ducks the rush and flips a laser beam down the field to the extremely friendly Abrontosaurus, who I thought should have gotten more targets today. Great play by Benjamin, who sincerely looked 5 years younger at points today. Because it's the 3rd quarter and that's winning time, our leader says "F*** it" and chucks a rainbow in the dark to chase the bank Claypool, who is successfully able to absolutely moss one of the best DBs in the game in Tre'Davious White. This is what Chase needed to do to ascend to the next level, and by the look of things, he's doing it. Sadly, one more case of Ben and Naj not really being on the same page, and a little of Ben just flat out missing. Don't know if Harris scores, but he makes it interesting if he gets it in his hands. Boz nails a 3, and the Steelers are mercifully on the board. Steelers 3, Bills 10. For a moment, I'm not sure if that's Josh or Tim Allen with this of a throw that straight misses the mark. Allen rushes for the 1st on 3rd and 3, but the law of diminishing returns is coming into play as the Steelers D continues to slow him down more on each subsequent rush. Great coverage by the Mink Man, what else is new, on 3rd and 8 leads to a tough throw from Allen that just misses, setting up their first 4th down attempt of the game. Allen stands courageously in the pocket but takes his time and still decides to chuck it right between Cam Sutton and rookie Trey Norwood, who by the way played a lot and extremely well today, and the Bills turn it over on downs. Another hidden one here, 3rd and inches conversion on the ground. Seems like nothing, but how many times have we missed these? Buffalo opts for the don't put anybody near the hyper-athletic tight end method, and it doesn't do him well as the air fryer cooks them beautifully, but with a little less fat, and the Steelers are officially threatening to get into this damn game. Oh, what's that? Oh no, I was just thinking about how the Steelers might have the best assortment of young skill players in the game. It's just mental how often we get to say that. Never question the rosters Mike T and KC are able to put together. Great carry by Chase, and look at Kung Fu Kenny down there leading the way. Najee is just a half step too slow to get away from the always solid Milano, and the Steelers are forced into taking a second field goal. You'll take it, but it's getting late early, as they say. Classic Godzilla Hayward swat at the line, and I'll never get tired of seeing those. 3rd and 8, though, puts Minka in a great position to spy on Josh, but the QB breaks the Mink Man's ankles for a second time in this game on his way to a frustrating first, and we enter the 4th and final quarter of this early season classic. Speaking of Minka magic, would you look at this absolutely electric run stop by the best free safety in the game to set up another Bills 4th down? Someone check on Brian Dable, because a normally good OC overthinks this one and almost single-handedly serves the game up to Large Benjamin and the boys. Cam Sutton having the game of his life. Next possession with a chance to take the lead, Roethlisberger stands in under pressure and flicks a perfectly thrown for its purpose pass, and what this is a little veteran savvy. Guys like Ben, Rodgers, Rivers, no matter how old they are, they know how to throw these to draw penalties, and they get a huge one to keep this drive going. Best run of the day for not Jesus Christ, this kid is good. Harris scoots outside and firmly into the red zone, and don't look now, but the once hapless Steelers are suddenly dominating. 1st and goal, and remember the drop artist Deontay Johnson? Well, say hello to the touchdown artist on this absolutely gorgeous bobbling catch by Deontay Johnson, and you just have to feel like this is bigger than 6 for number 18. Not only are the Steelers in this game, but they are in the lead 13-10 with 11 minutes to go in the house of one of the AFC's toughest teams. You absolutely have to pull this game off. Someone draw up a bath, because Pierre Escargot is all that on this absolutely stellar pass breakup for the young corner. His outstanding play was easily one of the most encouraging elements of this game for me. 3rd and 6, and in the words of Weezer, why bother? It's gonna hurt me. When Bam Bam Cam Cam is waiting to smash your quarterback. And that sets up our 5-star
play of the game.
Number 97. And it is Matt Hawk on to kick it. Pressure. Hawk has it blocked. It's scooped up and a score. Touchdown. Ulysses Gilbert III.
Miles Killebrew flies through the line with half the team and gets the vaunted thud, leading to a scoop and score by UG3, and suddenly the Steelers are winning in all 3 phases of the game. Not sure the last time I said that, but it seems like a while. Steelers 20, Bills 10, and this game has been completely turned on its head. Promote Danny Smith. Next series, all you really can't do is give up a quick drive, so of course the Bills put together a quick drive. Going against type, they hand it off to Singletary a few times and are inside the 10 quicker than you can say farts in a skillet. Remember the law of diminishing returns, though? Buffalo returns to the Josh Allen run well one more time, and he gets next to nothing. Steelers' defensive line was great all day. 3rd and goal leads to a play Joe Hayden might well have learned from Swaggin' U, where he makes a very nice under-control open field tackle and punches the ball out. McDermott decides to take the 3 and try to add the 7 later. Not sure I agree, but also not sure I care. More hidden yards for Benjamin here, who's not afraid to put some air under it and let his guys work. DJ draws a hold, followed by a great 2nd and 7 throw to wide receiver 1 Juju Smith-Schuster, and the Steelers are in hot pursuit of the field goal they so desperately seek to lock this one down. What year is this? Shades of 2010 for the biggest Benjamin, who tucks that some bitch and runs like a turtle who spent a ton of time on the treadmill this offseason, and awkwardly slides, but not before he gets an absolute chunk on the ground. 7 putting the offense on his back. Moment of the game for Roethlisberger on a gotta-have-it 3rd and 7. Complete mind meld with Chase the Bank, who runs a great climbing route to the open space. Ben leaves it exactly where only his man can get it. Won't get a lot of play, but great and crucial throw and catch. The Washington Dipsy-Do may have worked earlier, but it doesn't work twice, and we leave our fates in the hands of the man they call the Boz God. New snapper, new holder.
This is a 45-yard attempt. Boswell. Perfect. The Steelers take a 10-point lead with 2:42 to play.
Same Boz. You already know Boz is an ice-cold killer. Never a doubt this man would drill this 45-yarder to put the boys from the Berg up a nearly insurmountable 10 points with 2:42 left. Steelers 23, Bills 13. Does Josh have greatness in him today? More Ingram dividends paying off immediately as the marvelous one flies through to create just a little more havoc for Allen and deflects this pass. Because no one circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills, Josh Allen decides not to give me the rest of the night off by completing this one. Although, by the looks of it, the Buffalo fans have already decided how this one's going. Truly, just love to see it. Second sack for Mr. Watt, and the Bills are reduced to a faint heartbeat. The pulse refuses to fade further as the prevent D gives another completion to Diggs. Even though it's mostly over, gotta keep him out of the end zone just in case, and rookie Trey Norwood was up to the task as he was all day. Great PBU in the end zone for the 245th overall pick. If there's anything to be seriously hyped on, it's the performance of the Steelers secondary on the first day of the season. McDermott elects for the 3 and the onsides, and it all comes down to this.
On the tee, Bills trying to stay alive. The ball rolls and handled by Juju Smith-Schuster.
Man, number 19 sure made time out of his busy schedule to stick his nose in there and grab a borderline dangerous onsides kick, and I don't even care enough to be petty because I'm just gonna need you to stop what you're doing and say it with me. Your Pittsburgh Steelers are 1-0. In a game that was at times sloppy in both directions, the Steelers, who many were counting out before the season even started, and mind you, I did not see one so-called expert pick them to win, won. On the road, against one of the best teams in the AFC. If that's not a quality win, I'm not sure what is. That stadium was amped up at halftime and was pouring out unhappy blue and red wearing fans with over 2 minutes left. A bad first half left the Steelers behind the 8 ball, but they didn't let it turn sour. I thought the Berg boys could win this game, but I didn't see any chance they were taking a knee to end it. And that's exactly what happened. Just about any time Ben throws it 19 less times than the other guy, you'd expect a dub. And ladies and gentlemen, that's exactly what we got today. Could not have written it better myself. Here we go. If you're still here, what are you doing? Please go join the Patreon and support the show if you can. And if you can't, just leave a comment and share. Sharing is the most important thing for us to keep growing. But definitely just get in that Patreon. It's worth it. Trust me. Definitely do it. Just do it. Thanks and see you guys next week.